skills for Africa. Our today's agenda will be how to get set up on Google My Business, and also how do you get to optimize your profiles and what have you. My moderator for today's session is Aline Ayira. So please, if you have any questions, any comments, you can put them on the chat box and she will be able to attend to them, and I will also be able to sample some of your comments and questions. I can see already our chat box is being engaged. Thank you so much, Rispa Orono from Wings Kenya. Welcome to today's session. I can see Red Spark Creatives. Thank you so much. You are glad to be part of this. We are also glad to have you in today's session. I can see Mwachaka Group. I can see Kenya Tours and Safaris. Thank you so much for all who have joined today's session. We shall proceed with our presentation. So I'll just take the first half of our session to just take us through the theoretical bit, and then the other half of our session, we will get to a profile and then demonstrate exactly how do you optimize your profile so that you can be able to maximize on it. So our agenda, as I said, getting set up on Google My Business, and how do you create an engaging GMB listing. And we are also going to discover some of the aspects of Google My Business that we may not be aware of. And before that, we have a free one-to-one mentoring that is available from Google. So or you are a charity and you would want to have a one-to-one mentorship from Google, please sign up at Google Mentoring. My moderator will share the link in the chat section. You should be able to click on that link at the end of this session, and then you can be able to get the mentoring. So when you look at Google My Business, how do people get, let's say, to know Kenya Tours and Safaris, for example? So let's say you Kenyan Tours and Safaris, you are a tour and safaris company, and somebody is looking for a safari, and somebody wants to come to Kenya, wants to visit Kenya, and wants to tour maybe, let's say, our parks or our tourist areas. So how do they find you online? Let's say maybe they'll say tour companies in Kenya, or safari packages in Kenya, or maybe summer packages in Kenya, and then they'll be able to see some results come up. So those phrases or words are what we call keywords, and keywords are very, very important when it comes to your Google My Business profile, especially when you are making the description bit, as we are going to look at it in the second half of today's session. On the description bit, it's very important to make sure that your descriptions has the keywords as well. So it's very, very important for you to know which keywords are people looking up your business with. And we have a Google tool known as Keywords Planner. So Keywords Planner will help you also to identify which phrases are people looking up on the internet, and you can be able to also incorporate some of those phrases if they are relevant to your business. So moving on. So as we all know, Google Maps are incorporated in a Google My Business listing. So if somebody looks at your listing, they're able to tell where you are located and how far they are from you. So Google Maps is a very, very important aspect of your Google My Business listing. It's very important to make sure that your listing has the correct address, especially if you are in brick and mortar business. You do not want people to try to reach you physically to come to your place and they're not able to come. So very, very important to make sure you have a precise description of where your business is located, so that your potential clients can be able to easily make a walk-in without even necessarily having to call you. So those are some of the aspects that you need to have them when you are optimizing your Google My Business profile. So just some statistics to help us understand why it's very, very important to have an optimized profile is 87% of smartphone users tend to search first when they're looking for something. So 87% is a very huge percentage. Number one, also, it's very important to make sure like your website is mobile friendly, because if they click on your profile and it directs them to your website and your website is not mobile friendly, most likely you will be able to lose out on that client. So it's very important for us to know that 87% of people turn to search and they use their mobile phones when they are looking for something, and 30% of that is related to location. So you can see if 30% of all the people that come to your profile are looking for location of your profile and you've not had a correct address, they're going to get lost. So it's very, very important to make sure you have the correct information in your profile. And as we have stated before, Google My Business helps you to mark your location rather, and make your business discoverable. Since Google My Business is it helps you with the localized search. If somebody is looking, let's say, for a restaurant, or a fast food restaurant in this case, most likely they'll be able to see wings. It's near, maybe it's a kilometer from where they are, and they can be able to come. So it's very, these are some of the benefits that we get when we get our businesses on GMB. So moving on. So how does this tool GMB help us? It helps you to be discoverable, especially localized search. So if somebody is looking for a product or a service, most likely they'll be able to see profiles that are located in their vicinity. So it helps with localized search, as we had talked about, with directions, and also somebody can save the place and maybe for future reference or when they want to visit in future. So as I said, it's very important for you to see like how are people searching for your business, and how do you do that? You can also search on your own. Let's say businesses near me, see if your businesses will pop up or if they won't pop up. Most likely, if your business, let's say for example, is not relevant to the keywords that you have put in, it will not be able to pop up. So now we get to the core of our today's session, which is how do you make your listing to stand out? How do you make your Google My Business listing to stand out? Very important, images. So I'm going to discuss how images are very, very important in your profile, and I'm going to show you how you can put up images in your profile. If you want to delete them, if you want to change them, you can also do that. I'm going to demonstrate on a profile of one of us who is in this session. So we have a reviews section, we have address. I already talked about address. Make sure you have a precise location. The contact, make sure you have the correct contact. If you have changed your business contact, always update it on your Google My Business listing, so that if somebody makes a call, they can easily come to your business. Business hours, very, very important, especially in this COVID season. Some of business hours tend to change. So if you have changed your business hours, or you have, uh, let's say, different hours, let's say for a holiday, like the Mashujaa Day is coming up. So it's very, very important for you to make sure you update your profile with the hours that you are available. You don't want a potential client to see on your profile that you operate from 8 to 5. They come at 4 and find that you are closed. If they come twice and they find you're closed, they'll not be able to trust you, because most likely they'll see the information that you are giving out there is not correct. website link. If you do have an existing website, very important, link it to your Google My Business listing, so that if somebody gets to your listing and they want to get more information about your business from your website, they can just click directly on the website link and get straight to your website and find the information that they're looking for. So Google My Business, it's a free tool, helps you to manage your business and how you appear on search and on maps. So how does this profile, or how do you make a great profile? So once you have a complete profile, a complete profile helps to attract more customers, because people can trust you because they're able to find more information. Don't just list your site, you have no pictures, you have no business description, you only have a phone number. And then there's somebody else in a similar industry or the same industry has pictures, let's say exterior, interior, maybe the team, and they are updating their profile, they have posts on their profile. Most likely the one that is more updated will look trustworthy than this other profile that only has the business name and the phone number and no pictures on it. Then you can also see how customers are connecting with you, like how many calls did you get, how many bookings. If you put the booking section on your Google My Business profile, you can also see followers. You are able to see followers, and some of these features can only be found on the app. So it's very important, even as you operate your Google My Business profile on your desktop, make sure you also have the app on your phone. For example, messages. You're not able to respond to messages from your desktop. You will need to log in into your app, your Google My Business app, and then from there is when you can be able to respond to messages that are left on your profile. So I'm going to look at this link, marketingkit.withgoogle.com. My moderator is going to post that in the comment section. So the marketing kit for Google My Business helps us a lot, especially in creating posts for our Google My Business profile. Maybe you're wondering, how do I create a post? Where do I begin? I have no idea about that. So I'm going to demonstrate how it can help you in creating posts for your Google My Business profile. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then share screen. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to look at this resource. I hope you're able to see marketing kit. Marketing kit dot with Google. Just a moment. So, so this is how the marketing kit looks like. So this is, and then you enter your business name here. So I will use a business name that I already have access to their profile. Tihocomelo Designs. You can see it pops up because I have access to this profile. So you can see immediately you get to the marketing kit resource, it can tell you if your business is verified or not. You can see on my right hand side, it's telling me that the business Itihocomelo Designs Investment is already a verified Google My Business profile. So here, if you want to get some free resource, you can click here. And then here are some of the resources. Let's say you want to make some business updates. So you can just come here. You can see this is a template. It gives you some templates. So if you want, let's say you don't like the background, you can change the background. You can see it has changed. You can also just play around, see which background do you want. You can also change the message. To change the message, you click here. So let's say we are talking about, let's say, wings, or let's say we are closing temporarily. We will be back soon, or we want to say, in this case, for example, we now accept online ordering. Just change the message here. You can see the message has changed. So you can just play around with this uh, and see which one do you want to take in. If you want to reopen, let's say, you can come back here, change the message, see which message resonates with your business. So these are just some templates to help you get started. Uh, so to explore more, you can always explore more. Just click on here, get free materials. So now you have created your template. How do you get this template to your profile so that it is a post? So one, you can download the material. So when you download the material, it will be downloaded and then you can upload it to your profile. Or alternatively, you can also share once. You can also share it directly to your profile. So let me just a moment. So here is where you download the resource and then upload it on your Google My Business profile. If you want stickers, let's say you want this sticker, reviewers on Google or book with us. Let's say in this case, this would be appropriate for Kenya tours and safaris. So let's say they want to tell people book with us on Google. So they can just download this. You can it's already downloaded, so it downloads as a zipped file. So just unzip your file and then upload it. Let's say you want to encourage your customers to follow you on Google, and the good thing, these stickers, you can even share them on your other social media platforms, so they are only not only restricted to the Google My Business profile. If you want to ask your clients to review your business, you can just download this sticker, post it on your Google My Business profile, or share it on your other social media profiles to encourage clients to come and review your business. So those are just some of the few resources you can get on the marketingkit.withgoogle.com. I hope my moderator has shared that. Let me just check the comment section. I can see Gordon Ochieng from Green Can, Kenya. Welcome so much. Aqua Plus from Rwanda. Welcome. Yes, my moderator has posted that. So let us move on. I can see Papa Bear and Imran. Welcome so much. Papa Bear, good to see you. Thank you so much. So moving on to today's second bit. So now we have seen some of the resources we are able to use for Google My Business. So I'll stop sharing my screen again and get back to the presentation in a moment. I will be getting back to the profile in the next few minutes, so don't worry. So we've looked at marketing kit. So before I get to now the practical bit, I want us to know what are some of the things that Google My Business can help us to know about our own businesses. Google My Business can help you to make informed marketing decisions. How? You can get to see from the insight section how people are getting to your business. Are they getting to you by search? Are they getting to you, let's say, from third party? So it's very, very important. You can also know how people are getting to your business. You can also learn the successes or the mistakes that you have made, or you can compare that with another profile in your industry and see how they are performing. So you can be, and then benchmark that with your business. You can also, Google My Business can also help you to stand out from your crowd. For example, you can see why am I not performing this aspect well? How do I improve that? Can I make that better? And that can help you stand out from the rest of your peers in the industry. Also, you can be able to understand the trends and customer preferences. Let's say from reviews, people are giving you reviews. Maybe they like your packaging. You say, oh, okay. I think maybe they're giving you reviews of your customer service. You can be able to rate your customer service from the reviews that you're getting from your profile. So now let us have a look at a profile. So I'll still use Tiokomelo Designs Investment is one of us in the program. So I'll use her as an example because I have access to her profile. So let me use that to demonstrate all the other aspects that I have been talking about. So I'll stop sharing my screen and then get to her profile. Just a moment. Meanwhile, you can put your questions, your comments in the comment section, and my moderator will be able to attend to them, and I will also sample some of your questions and comments. So in a moment. I'm just logging in into the profile. Okay, so now I have it ready. I see. Are you able to see my screen? Oh, John Wabwire, thank you so much. Yes, please remember to sign in the attendance sheet. Please remember to sign in the attendance sheet so that we're able to know who was able to attend today's session. So now to the profile. I hope all of you are able to see my screen. If you look at here, you can see that this particular account has access to 3 Google My Business profiles. So why, and all of them, their status are verified. So let's say you have different businesses. Let's say you have an umbrella business at Hokomelo Designs, but then under it you have different businesses and they are independent of each other, and you are the owner to all of them, and you want to consolidate the access to one account, you can do that. And then when you come here, you'll be able to see each individual profile. But for the basis of today's session, I'll only focus on one profile. So when you get to your profile, this is how it should look like. So this is how your Google My Business profile should look like. So how do you get access? If you have not looked at your profile, just go to Google My Business and then enter your business and then sign in, and you'll be able to get access to your profile if you're using the desktop. But if you are using your mobile phone, download the Google My Business app on your phone and then sign in, and you'll be able to get access to your profile. So this is how your profile looks like. So the home page. This is how your homepage looks like. You see here you're able to update your service. So for Tihokomelo Designs, she is an online business. So you can only make online appointments with her. So this is different for every business depending on which sector you are in. So if you are, let's say, in tours and travel, for example, this section will be a bit different for your business than somebody who is in the fashion industry. So this is just for reference purposes, but after this session, you can look at your profile and see what options you have for your industry. So here you can update your service. If you are accepting physical appointments, when you come here, you'll be able to accept physical appointments, and then so that you will let people know that they can book appointments to come to your business. You want to update your business hours, you click here. Once you click here, you see it's asking for access. So if you have let me just use my account. It has accepted because I have access to this profile. So if you do not have access, you cannot update. And if you are keen, you look at this top part, it's telling me someone else owns this business profile. This is because the primary owner of this business is Pauline. So she is the primary owner and I am just a manager. So now you can also add let's say you have somebody in your marketing team and you want them to help you with running your Google My Business profile. So you can invite them to the profile and then they'll be able, depending on the access you grant them, they'll be able to adjust some things and uh, not be able to adjust others. So how do you add users to the account? Click here on your left hand side here, the users part. You can see here we are only 2 users. The primary users is Pauline, a primary owner rather, and then we have me who is the manager. Cancelled. So if you want to remove, let's say Pauline now wants to remove me from being able to operate her site, she can just come here and remove me, or I can also remove myself as well. So that's how you add an additional person to help you with running your Google My Business profile. Once again, as I said, come to the users section and then click on it. Once you have clicked on it, you can add. So for me, you can see I'm only a site manager, so I don't have the bit to add another user. But for Pauline, she's able to do that. So that's how you add users to your profile. So let us look at another section, posts. So how do you make posts for your profile? So you click here on the posts section. And then you can see here we have different options, and these options are different depending on the sector that your business is in. So for her in the fashion industry, we can see she can make posts about, let's say, having an offer. So if she has an offer, let's say we have an upcoming holiday, an Easter holiday, and she wants to put offers for Easter. So you click here on the offer section and then add photos. So there's one thing I want us to know while we are adding photos to our profile. Not all photos will be accepted on our Google My Business profile. So some of the best practices are the formats of your photos should be in JPG or PNG. The size should be between 10 KBs and 5 MB. So anything outside the scope of 10 KB and 5 KB will not be accepted. The minimum resolution should be 720 pixels and 720 pixels. So that is the length and the width. And then the quality should be in a well lit with no excessive use of filters, and it should represent a reality. So those are some of the Google best practices. So even as you are putting up your photos, it's very important for you to make sure that your photos are within the Google best practices. Otherwise, Google can reject the post. So here in this case, so we can add some photos. So once you click here, you can be able to either drag your photos or select your photos from your computer. So let me just do that in a moment. So in this case, I want to upload a belt. So Paulina sells leather products, handmade leather products, and one of her products is a leather belt. So I have uploaded. So this one has accepted because it adheres to the Google best practices. So the offer title could be, let's say, 20% off. Could say 20% off on Easter holiday. Let's say in store. Um, so you could say that could be your offer title. And then when do you want this offer to begin? So now here you can come to the calendar and then choose which dates you want your offer to begin. So let's say the offer I want to begin today. I want the offer to end on the 23rd. So now you choose the end date. So if we look here, we have an add time section. So you can activate that. If you want your offer to begin at 8 o'clock in the morning, you activate that and then you will be required to add time. But if you don't have specific time that you want your offer to begin or end, then deactivate this add time bit. Then, so we have here additional options, but this, if you have that information, you can add here, let's say a link to redeem an offer. Maybe you want to let people know of the terms and conditions of the offer, and then you publish. So once you publish, you can see here the status of your post. So this is the post. It has an offer, 20% off in store, and then you can see the dates that the offer is running, when it's valid, or then here. So yes, you can see here Google is giving you a notification that your post is now live on Google. So anyone who comes to this profile will be able to see this post. So that is how you create a post about an offer. If you just want to make an update and just go through the same process, add your photo, write your post here, and then here on the add button. So if you have a landing page where you want the people to go to, in this case, let's say you have a website, you want people to book, you want people to order online, and then you click on this button option. If you do not have a landing page where you want to redirect people, then do not activate it. Otherwise, if you activate it, you'll be forced to set up a link. So let's say if I choose sign up, you see it's asking for a link. So if you do not have that link, you'll not be able to publish your profile. So if you do not have a landing page, deactivate the button bit. So in this case, I'm going to choose none. Then I can be able to publish. Same case if you want to run an event, if you want to upload a product. So as I said, this bit is very different for every business depending on the sector that you are in. So if you are in the fashion industry, more or less, your profile will look like Tihokomelo Designs. So now we have gotten to the posts bit. We want to get to the photos. So how do I upload photos? So here you can add a video. If you want, let's say, to just show people, maybe you are at work, you want to show people, or you want to show people behind the scenes and such like things, you can click on the video. It will ask you to upload the video. Maybe you can add at work pictures. You can add the team if you want to showcase your team. You can add an identity. So here identity, it could be your cover photo or it could be your logo, the way you want people to perceive your business. So here is where you add the picture that you think helps people to perceive your business in a certain manner. So same case, uh, go to the overview section, then you can add video. To add video, click on the add videos a bit. If you want to just add the product, click on the product bit. It will ask you to select the photos or drag your photos and then upload that. Make sure the photos that you are uploading adhere to the Google best practices. And once you have finished the process, it will take maybe a few seconds or some minutes, and then Google will notify you that your post is now live. So now we have completed the photos bit, the products bit, and the post bit. So how do you check the insights? And before I just get to the insights, let me just check another post here. So you can see that there's a post here. It can be able to tell you the number of views, the number of clicks. If you want to share that post to your social media profile. So some have been asking, I want a way to put my post on all my platforms, on Facebook, on Google My Business. So once you have set up your post here on Google My Business profile and you want to share the same post on your Facebook, so go to that particular post as I have done, click on this link, share post. So you can see it's asking you which platform you want to share your post to. Is it on Facebook? Is it on Twitter? Or do you want to send it on email? Or do you want a link? Do you want to share a link? Let's say you don't want to share the whole post, just a link to the post. You can just copy this link here and then paste it on your social media site if you preferred to only post the link and not the whole post. So that's how you can share your posts on from Google My Business to your other social media uh, sites. So moving on the insights bit. As I said, Google My Business can help you to know how your business has been performing. So in this case, you can see for the last 1 month, she has had 13 searches. This percentage, 1% was direct. So direct, what does it mean? This is somebody who went on the Google search and typed Tihokomelo designs and was able to see the profile. You can see the rest of the searches are discovery searches. What does it mean? This is somebody who was looking, let's say, for handmade leather belts, and then they stumbled upon the profile. Maybe they were looking for handmade leather bag. Then they got to the profile. So these are the discovery bit of the section. So from here, you can see from the searches that she has, most of the people are getting to her profile by maybe the keywords. So we can say the keywords that she has are good because people are able to find her profile, not necessarily by typing in the name of her business, but just looking maybe through some of the products that they're looking for, and then they stumble upon the profile. So this is how you can interpret this bit. You can be able to also see how people interacted with your profile. You can see most people found the profile via search, and none found the profile using the maps bit. Here you can see how many people visited your site from your Google My Business profile. That is, if you have interlinked your site with if you've interlinked your Google My Business site with your website, you can be able to tell from this section. You can also be able to tell how many people go to your business by calling you from this bit. And then here, if somebody made calls, you can be able to see which days of the week and which particular month. And then photo views, you can be able to see all the photos that you published. How are they performing? So that is how you can interpret some of the information that you get from the insights bit of the section. So now let us have a look at the reviews section. So reviews are very, very important. It's one of the important bits because people, when they come to your profile, they are looking at the reviews to just see what are people saying about this business. Is it a credible business? Maybe they want to see how is your customer service. So it's very, very important to make sure you respond to reviews, whether they are negative or positive. Uh, if they are negative, that is the chance for you, maybe let's say, to correct where you think something went wrong with the service provision or the product. So it's very, very important for you to attend to the reviews that you are getting. And how do you get reviews, you may ask? We saw in the marketing bit, you can get that sticker and let's say publish it on your other social media sites, and then people can be able to come back and review your business. You could also encourage your customers, once they have gotten a service or bought a product from you, to review your business on your Google My Business profile. So if you usually say, send them maybe a thank you note after they have bought a product, or usually send them a thank you email after they have maybe gotten a service from you, that is now the chance to also share the link to your profile and encourage them to review your business. So moving on. So we have gotten to the review section. So let us look at this bit of the profile. So this is the information section. So you can view how you look like on search. You can view how you look like on maps. You can also share your business profile. So here is where you get the link to your, I hope you can be able to see that. Yes, you're able to see. Just a moment. So here is where you can get the link of your business profile and then share it on your social media, on WhatsApp, on Twitter. So you just copy the link and share it, as I said, also via email if you also want to encourage your customers to leave a review. So that's where you get your review on the info bit of your Google My Business profile here. On the operating hours, as I said, make sure your operating hours are up to date. Very, very important. You do not want people coming to your business and they're not able to find you, and yet you have said you will be open on that very time. So if you want to add more hours, let's say on Friday you operate until 10 p.m., but your normal working hours are 8 to 5. So this bit is where you adjust on the more hours section. If you want to add special hours, in this case, let's say for holidays that are coming up, maybe on holidays, public holidays, you only operate from 8 to 12 midday. So come to the special hours bit and then update it depending on the specific day that you'll only be operating maybe lesser hours. Phone number, make sure it's correct. Here you put your website link if you have an existing website. And then on the appointment links, let's say you want people to make appointments to your business. So you put here the link to the landing page where you want people to make the appointment. So this is the section where you put the appointment links. And then here on the services, you add the services. So like in this case, only her, uh, she has restricted me from adding this bit because she has only given me up to a certain level of rights on her site. So that is also how you can manage your site. You decide to what level do I want to grant access to my site. And then health and safety, if you want to add that. Then this bit, the description bit, as I said, it's very important. Make sure you have your description right. We saw, like for this particular profile, most of the searches were discovery. So maybe this bit of the description is what helped her to get more views on discovery rather than the direct searches. So she is a business in the leather industry. She manufactures handmade products. So you can see here she has included that she creates handcrafted, elegant, and functional leather accessories. So somebody is looking for handmade laptop bag, and they'll be able to see this profile because that has been included in the description of the business. So Google will rank this as relevant to the person who is looking up. So let's say somebody is looking for file holders that are made of leather. So somebody, maybe the keywords that the person is using is leather file holders or leather holders for travel. So that person will be able to get access to this profile because that has been incorporated here. So please don't just assume, don't just say I'm a fashion designer or I'm a restaurant. If you are a restaurant, maybe you only sell Chinese foods. This is now the time to make sure you describe that bit here so that the person who stumbles your profile and is looking at it can be able to see you provide the services that they are looking for. And if it is not even relevant to the search, it won't even be able to rank. So it's very, very important to make sure your description bit, you have incorporated the keywords that are relevant to your business. So don't just copy all the keywords you maybe have discovered that your clients are looking for and post them here without them being relevant. So make sure even as you put in the keywords on your description bit of the section, they are relevant to your products or the services that you are providing. So let me check the comment section again, see if we have any questions. Okay, so far we have no questions. So it's you can sign in the attendance list. Please don't forget to sign in. Let us know who was able to attend the session or not. So moving on. So as we have discussed in this session, it's very important for you to make sure you populate your listing correctly to help your listing to stand out. You can add your exterior photos, you can add your interior photos, you can even have a virtual tour or a street view just for the people to help people get to your profile. We have discussed the insights bit and how they can help you in making business decisions or just understanding how your business is performing online. We also say that the insights bits can also help you to know at what particular time do people engage with you the most and how do your engagement compare to other listings in the industry. So just to remind us once again, let me just project that. Google has a one-to-one mentorship program. There you go. My moderator will repost the link again. So if you want a one-to-one mentorship program from Google, you can sign up at the Google mentorship program. The link will be provided in the comment section. So what are your next steps? You have learned how you can populate your listing and make sure your listing size stands out from the rest of the other listings. So if you want to learn more, go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital courses. My moderator will share that with you in the comment section. Also, follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Digital Skills for Africa. On Twitter, we are on Digital Skills AF. On Instagram, we are on Digital Skills AF. Also, subscribe to this channel so that you can also get other trainings that are coming up. So make sure you follow us, leave us your feedback. Even as you sign in the attendance list, leave us your feedback. Let us know how the session has been for you, what you have learned through the session, and what you'd wish us to improve on in our next presentation. So let me recheck the comment section again, see if we have any questions. So my moderator is sharing the social media links on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. So thank you so much for gracing this occasion. I have been your trainer, Winnie Anastasia. My moderator has been Aline Ayira. It has been a pleasure. And at this point, I will call it a day. Have a lovely day. Thank you.